What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Uncrowned Otaku. New anime alert! New anime alert! A couple days ago, I just watched the very first episode of Daemons of the Shadow Realm. I got it brought up on my TV because I've been forgetting the name left and right. I knew it had Daemons. I knew it had Shadow. Every other word kept getting mixed up for the title. And it's brought to you by the same dude who created Full Metal Alchemist. So a lot of the characters are going to look very similar, striking resemblances. But this story off episode 1, I don't fully understand. I think I got an idea, but you don't fully understand what's going on. We're following Yuru and his twin sister, Asa. However, in the beginning, they look like they're in like a 1800s, maybe early 1900s setting where everything is so rural. But then you see planes flying in the sky, right? And they call them dragons. And I'm scratching my head like, huh? What? What's happening here? The town that we start in was protected by a barrier which kept it looks like all like scientific furtherization or whatever you want to call it. It just never it looked like that town just never advanced. They stayed way back in the times. But when the barrier dropped, we can see that they're actually living in modern society. We got helicopters, planes, we got blicks. Homie who normally goes down into the town and brings stuff back, he pulled out a blick and started laying into some military people. So what I'm getting at is I'm confused because we don't know if the townspeople are good or bad. It seems like the townspeople are actually going to be maybe evil because one of the people we see that's in the thumbnail for the show pops up in Merc's Yuru's sister, and Yuru goes Asa. And the person that just murked her turns around and goes, "That's me. I'm your sister." She doesn't say I'm your sister, but she says I'm Asa. So I'm thinking the village, when the two were born, they were prophesied to do something. I couldn't understand what the prophecy was. I played it back like 3 or 4 times. I still couldn't make it out. I'm guessing one, which was Yura, was a good prophecy, so they kept him. And maybe Asa was predicted to like be a doom bringer to the town or whatever, so they kicked her out. Well, now Shorty back. Found out they was impersonating her for her brother, allegedly. That's what I think is happening. So they murking up the townspeople. Now the real question here is, what's the motive for the townspeople to do that? Because homie who pulled out the blick and got to lay it out the military dudes, I don't want him to be an evil dude. I really want him to be a good guy. My dogs are about to bark because someone's at the door. If y'all hear that, just pretend you don't. I really want him to be a good guy. So I'm kind of conflicted. And then you got people who apparently Daemons come in pairs. So there's this one girl, I call her Chomp Chomp, because that's what she be doing like this and telling the thing the nom nom. And at first it was invisible. We was just seeing limbs get severed, a head get decapitated. We didn't know what was going on. But then Blick, dude, he walked to me and goes, "Oh, nice set of dentures you got there." Her daemon is 2 set of teeth. Because apparently all daemons have to come in pairs. So hers is a top row, bottom row. That's what she got to work with. And they combine for a major chomp chomp. So and then the homie at the end, Yuru, he summons his, which they look like they're thunder dogs, maybe? Thundercats. Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. They feel the magic, hear the roar. Thundercats are loose.
Move this man!
Copyright strike. I don't know why I let that ride for so long. But anyway, it's mad interesting because the end of episode 1, big cliffhanger. Reveal of his daemons. The town is in disarray, it's in shambles. His best friend, his best friend's mom is gone. If the townspeople are actually evil, what does that lead Yuru's best friend to do? Well, how is Yuru gonna look at that best friend? Where does Asa fit in? Why did they let Asa go to the town? And it kind of makes sense because the person that we believe to be Asa in the beginning is telling Yuru, "Don't go to town, don't leave me, don't ever descend the mountain." There's got to be a reason. When she said that, I was like, that's kind of strange. Why would you be telling your brother not to go try to further himself? That's kind of strange. I immediately picked up on something there. So I don't know what's going on with the town. Something's fishy there. I just hope if it ends up being like a long-term story of Yuru versus his best friend who then becomes the head of the village or whatever, maybe he escapes catastrophe, but then keeps the village's motive going, that would be something crazy. That'd be something out of Suikoden 2. Shout out to everybody who plays Suikoden 2. If you know, you know. But I'm just putting y'all on game, putting y'all on notice. This joint is fire, it's flames. The action, immaculate. The character design, very similar to Full Metal. You're gonna pick up on some characters you've seen before. You're gonna be like, is that? You'd be right. They definitely pulled heavy inspiration from the same characters. A story where you don't fully know what's happening is rare to find nowadays. So yeah, get in on this, lock in. They may be cooking up another masterpiece. We got to give it some time, let it brew a little bit, let them get in the kitchen, you know, wrist twisting Betty Crockett, and see what they can come up with. But I enjoyed episode 1. I'm looking forward to episode 2. I'm trying to see what happens next. Unique power system, the power of Daemons come in pairs. Unique storyline, good cinematics. What more could you ask for from an episode 1? They introduce us, they give us a solid foundation. We know I feel like we kind of know people. For them to make me feel bad for the village, but also maybe the village deserved it. To do that in like 24 to 27 minutes, that's S tier storytelling already. So yeah, I'm not saying it's the hottest thing out right now, but I am saying it's one of the most interesting things that's out. As the story develops, I'm gonna keep y'all posted. But for everybody that watched episode 1, let me know how you feeling off Daemons of the Shadow Realm. Episode 1 brought to you by the same creator of Full Metal Alchemist. Let me know in those comments. Y'all know I'm in those comment sections with y'all. Uncrowned Kingdom. I've been your boy, the Uncrowned Otaku. That's the fire that keeps the kingdom burning safe. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace, bros. Peace, 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 peace.